So everybody, we're training Ben on video editing with VSDC editor. It's a free editor. They want you to buy some stuff. You can get some upgrades. There are things that are way advanced beyond me. I just know how to make a basic video with this program. Let's see. So in here, you basically make a new project. Oh wait,
Yep.
I've actually got a project. So we're gonna open a project, and we're gonna go into CoinShop, I think. Okay, so these files are interesting. VSDC video file, okay, and oh, this is not the one we want. This is a finished video that I made. Let's ebook review. Oh, here we go. I've got it here. This is the one. Okay, so we're gonna open this file here.
Alright.
So I started this one, but didn't get very far. And I recorded some more videos, but so the interesting thing with this, okay, you can just drag and drop clips in here, okay. So if I've got like a clip over here or an image, I can just like drag it and add it in. I actually don't know that I want to drag that and edit it in. Alright, so when it comes to video editing, let me talk about editing theory first a little bit. So on YouTube, I compare myself to Ariana Grande. Now there's a couple reasons for that. One is she has a whole team working with her, and she obviously has a video editor. Okay. Well, I'm making these up kind of, but the point is, like, if you watch one of her music videos, which, you know, may or may not be a good idea, but if you do, you'll notice that they switch scenes every like 4 to 7 seconds, which is incredibly fast. And like in every scene, she looks amazing, and she's in a different outfit. Okay, or something like that. Like it's always something new, something new, something new. And so while I can't really keep up with that pace of switching and all that stuff, I can switch things up from scene to scene. So I don't want to have, you know, one scene that's too long. Or if I do, I need to interject and distract the viewer with something that keeps their interest. Because if you just get too bored, you just switch it off. You go to something else. You start looking for something else. Like, there's just things that happen.
Just kind of keep it going fast to keep their attention.
That's right. So ultimately, that is what we want to do. So, like on one of my videos, have you seen my gold torching video where I torch some gold teeth?
I have not yet.
You've not? Well, if you watch it, in that one, I had a long section of footage where I was just waiting for the gold to melt, which, frankly, can take a long time. And it went pretty fast this particular day because I had the torch turned up pretty high, but it was still like 3 to 4 minutes of content. Now, it's not particularly boring content because it involves fire. People like fire. I like fire. Let's be honest. But what I decided to do was I decided to do some voiceovers, inserting some useful information about melting gold, like, you know, you have to get the temperature higher than, you know, like 1950 degrees Fahrenheit, and the best fuels, the easiest way to melt gold is probably with carbon, with charcoal, because it gets hot enough, and so you can surround your beaker with charcoal and then blast air onto it, and it'll really get super hot. Okay, so there was like some extra things that I put in there over top, and so I dimmed down the volume. Now you can change the volume in a clip. You pick the clip, you by left clicking on it, and then you have to scroll down over here, and they've got, see, audio volume. I've got it minus 31 decibels. If I put minus more, it lowers it down. If I put minus less, or if I put it in positive, it'll raise it up. So also on this other clip, I've got it normal. So if I preview, well, let's see how the balance is. Seems like I don't have any volume. Hang on, I gotta fix that. I don't know why. Oh, it's muted. Surprise. Alright, I'll turn it up so other people can hear it. So let's preview it. So this one's at 0. I'm recording right now. So I think what I decided to do was this one, the volume's turned all the way down, right? This section. So you can't hear me speaking what I said before. But I wanted to talk something about jewelry marks here. So I'm probably planning to do a voiceover in this section. Okay. So that you can see a little 14 karat mark there. So that's just an example. And then I've got a whole bunch of clips on my phone that I need to like load over here, and then I need to add them in, you see. And so yeah, so that's the basic concept. So I guess the question is, what clips do I have that I need to add into this video? Because my plan was to kind of train you on the basics. Now sometimes you've got to clip, like let's say, I don't know, like this clip here. I have to drag this over so you can see it. This clip here, let's say that it's a little bit too long. And you can, here's the cutting tool. It's kind of hard to cut things. I'm going to click on it. It's going to open up this little window here. And so what you do is you select the section, and then you add an area of deleting, and you hit apply. But you have to be really careful. Like, you have to figure out where it is, and then you can preview it here to see if it's right. If you need to remove an area of deleting, you can, see I already did. I deleted 7 seconds off the front and 2 minutes and 52 seconds. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Those areas, and then you hit apply changes. Now I'm not going to do it on this clip because it's already essentially ready to go for people. So you can cut regions, you can restore regions. This tool is particularly hard to use. It is not very user friendly, but it gets the job done. So, and then when you hit apply, it gives you some options, and some of the options work better than others. Okay. Some of them let you like delete the part that you subtracted out, and some of them let you separate the part and then use it somewhere else. But it can be kind of wonky. Okay. You can crop down the size of the video as well. I haven't really messed with that very much. Let's see. I did it once, I think, and it was like for a GIF that I was trying to make. So once you kind of finish your video, the next thing you're going to want to do is, well, obviously you like want to preview it and like run through it and make sure it's all good. So, so this video, I don't know how long it's actually going to turn out to be. We're just going to pretend that it's done because the other video clips that I need to load are on my phone, and maybe we'll do that later if I've got a little more time. But for now, once your project is done, you go to Export Project, and here you have to set up this. I don't mess with the settings too much, but you got to make sure it's the right. It still didn't do. Oh, it is MPEG-4. What? It says it's high quality video and audio. Anyway, so what you do is usually, oh, I've got it set to AVI. Oh, web. Okay, that's why I was like so confused. So you click, it's got some options over here, what type of export you can do for PC, web, iPhone, DVD. There's more. If you know any of those, there you are. Xbox is an option. I didn't know that. Anyway, and then usually I do it for YouTube. And now it's now it's 1080p. That makes way more sense to me. I'm more familiar with these file types. So this is a high quality type video and audio arrangement of some kind. And then you can export the project. You click export. And then this is distracting, but basically you have to click continue. And then it goes. And then it starts compiling. Can I stop it? Yeah, I stopped it. Because we're not going to do that right now. Okay. So yeah, so that's how you export the file. And then in here, or I think to your videos, it'll like put, let's see, is this the name? Yeah, so see in here it put an MP4 file of that video. See, it's the ebook review. Now we didn't finish it, so it's if we try to open, it's probably useless. So you've got this file, which is just kind of like a finished up, buttoned up thing. Just one file. This other one here is like, I think if you, the files that you put into here, into the VSDC file, if you move them on the computer, it might mess it up. This is like got everything saved so that you can go back in and move it around. And so I consider this a more delicate file, more complicated. So at least that's how they used to be. I don't know, like if I move the file from here to there, if it would still be like that. But that's the idea. What I need to do now is see what files I have here, because I would like to make this project. Let's just see what I've got here. I've got this file.
Okay, real quick. This is how you.
Oh yeah, this one, I recorded it, and the resolution was messed up on OBS, and so it's all blurry.
His own descriptions and reasons and stuff, and information about the book. You can check that out. But this is
So
Gotcha.
I'm showing people where to click to buy the book because it's like really not easy to find. But like you can't read anything. It looks like Chinese or Japanese or something. See it. So because the resolution was set up wrong, for a while when it recorded it, it gave me gobbledygook.
Okay.
So that's not what we want, guys. Let's look at this one. Oh, this one's way better. It needs to be cropped though, just to be down to this little square. Okay, yeah, this is readable. See the difference?
Yeah, I do.
You're seeing the bad one now?
No, I'm seeing the good one.
Okay, good. So you can tell that there's a huge difference if you set up your resolution wrong. So yeah, that's an OBS thing. Watch out what you do. So this is like the end of the video, right? For YouTube. So he's got like additional things for sale in there, but anyway, so that's the one we want. And that's going to go at the end. And this one we know we can delete, so we're just going to delete it because we need the space for other stuff. Goodbye. So we deleted the bad one. All right, so I'm going to rename this. And we got an image. Oh, it's a video clip. Okay, so in this clip, I like stalled out right at the end, like didn't know what to say. And so I'm probably going to cut off that part. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this video. I'm going to give people tips as I tell them about like what is in the book, right? So it's gonna serve the other people, and it's gonna like introduce what's in the ebook. All right, so now we know what that is. And we got another video here. All right. So in his book, he goes over some stuff about being safe with gold. That's what this is about. Being safe with valuables. Okay. Let's see what else we've got here. Another clip. No, just a picture of gold plate. So I'm just gonna rename it gold plate. Pick, because I know it's big. See, I'm taking the time to make a lot of little tiny clips for this video because I want it to be good from a viewer perspective. I'm gonna have to sit you down for a sec. All right. Oh yeah, I also put these pictures here because on YouTube you need to put a clip art, something for people to click on.
You'll have a thumbnail.
Yeah, you gotta have a thumbnail, and it's the better you could do, like the nicer the thumbnail, the better the video will do. Like it can make a huge difference. Getting down here, let's see what this is. Hey guys, here we are driving. All right. I'm excited today to share an ebook with you. This is the introduction. We already watched this before. Okay, so we're gonna rename this introduction video to ebook review vid. Okay. Oh, I can't rename it because it's open currently. All right. Rename. Now earlier, everybody else who's watching, I showed Ben how to use OBS a little bit so you can record here. You can stream, live stream, you can record. You can remux the recording so that they're a file type you can use. It's handy. You can set up all your sources here for your headphones, your display, your webcam, other alerts and things for Twitch or whatever you're doing. So that's what we're talking about. And so anyway, so I started recording this. So you'll be able to edit this video. And we can probably break it into 2 videos maybe. One will be like the full recording, and we'll call it that. We'll call it training Ben full recording on video editing or something like that. Or maybe we won't put your name, but we'll just put like basic video training and a little OBS. And then on the other one, we'll just call it something shorter. We'll figure out a theme like the basics of how to edit with VSDC editor, free editor, and you'll just cut out all the parts where I'm not teaching you how to do something on VSDC. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that would work pretty well.
So, and we could even call one before and one after, after editing and before, and then at the end of the video we'll put a clip in there and be like, hey, if you watch the end, please rate Ben. In the comments, 1 to 10 or something, and then they'll vote with their views more than they will with the comment, but we might get some dumb jokes in there, which is cool. Rename Snowy Mountain Sunset. Okay. There we go. So I know now that I do not have some of the ones that I need. So I brought my charger in my pocket because I know they're on my phone. This could get a little bit complicated with you on the phone. Uh-oh, I'm using all of the ports in the front of my computer. Well, I don't need that on. All right, which means I got to plug it in the back. All right, everybody, bear with me. I'm delving behind my computer. Everything could go wrong. Let's see. Usually my phone will ask for permission, allow. Alright, it says that my iPhone is pretty full. Yes, very, very full. Alright, so they like make these files, dragging and dropping them one at a time. The iPhone does better with one at a time. If I try to do a whole bunch, at some point it'll like stop me. It'll like put the brakes on. Alright, this is a video. These videos aren't great, but it's good to have some videos and pictures so that you can add B-roll. Do you know what B-roll is? Let's talk about B-roll.
I don't know if you roll it.
So B-roll, it's like, so sometimes you have a clip that you need the voice from, but you don't want to show what you were doing. So like you put this other clip showing something else, or maybe you want to show something else while you're saying whatever it was you were saying. And then, yeah, sometimes you want to show something else essentially. And so that's called B-roll. Anyway, it looks like I needed to go do some of the honeydew list stuff. Alright, so we'll call it there. We might do a follow-up to this video editing. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit stop recording. And so goodbye everybody who's listening to the recording.